Hello everybody, Frouwo here, bringing you game 1 of Virtus.Pro versus Power Rangers in CIS Carnage 2014. This is the winners group match, and gonna certainly be quite the match to see both teams rolling over the opponents in the first round of the group stage, and 2-0 for both of them. Power Rangers rolling over the retry, and Virtus.Pro rolling over, I believe it was Rock's Kiss. But new game, new series now actually. Best of 3 here, so we'll see who wins this and moves on out of the group stage. Well, let's just hop into the picks and bans now. Virtus.Pro banning out thus far the Timbersaw, the Bristleback, the Lone Druid, and the Nyx. Power Rangers banning out the Venomancer, the Clockwork, the Enchantress, and the Doom. Now Virtus.Pro picking up the Crystal Maiden, the Bounty Hunter, the Outer Devourer, and the Abaddon. And Power Rangers picking up the Alchemist, the Slark, and the Marana. Now waiting up on their 4th pickup. But yeah, thus far, seeing some of the typical heroes you usually see. You're going to see that Slark as well as a Marana and an Alchemist. So they have their 2 core heroes for Power Rangers. They have the Slark and the Marana. Slark could go, well, right now they could really go anywhere, but 2 of those really tri-core-oriented roles filled up. They could fill the 3rd up with an Alchemist, just look for 2 supports here, but I doubt that's going to be the case, as Alchemist is just a very strong support, and there's certainly someone better than him that can fit well in the tri-core sort of lineup. That seems what they're going to maybe go for here. But I could be looking towards a mid hero. I have them run on the off lane, have Slark in the mid, and have Alchemist supporting that Slark. So just going to need an off laner and then another support there for them. And Virtus.Pro, their role's pretty stable as it is right now. Smile, of course, does play that Bounty Hunter off lane, so we know that's going to happen. The Outer Devourer are going to be played mid, and the Abaddon and the Crystal Maiden are going to be played as the supports, of course. So they're just going to wait on a carry now for themselves. We'll see what Power Rangers bans out, what they have a feeling is going to happen. But Power Rangers now picking up the Enigma. Certainly will be heading to the woods with that sort of hero. So that is another support down, and a really just open spot for Power Rangers now in that 5th position. It could be possibly another carry, a mid hero, could be an off laner, any of that sort of stuff. So really just leaving themselves really open at the end of this draft phase to see what Virtus.Pro pick up and see how they can maybe attempt to counter it. But the Abaddon, not something you see too often. It is a very survivable support as far as things go with the borrowed time passive, and really assists the lane he's in. So Virtus.Pro would certainly get greedy with their carry here, as they do have the Aphotic Shield and the Mist Coil to heal up and to all do that sort of thing. Yeah. Virtus.Pro now betting out the Nature's Prophet, so expecting an off lane, or a mid or safe lane Slark rather, or Marana. Don't want that Prophet off lane, it seems. And Power Rangers now going to look to ban out a carry most likely. Or maybe a mid hero. The Outer Devourer can always just be placed in the safe lane as well. Get up there early farm and just start rolling in the mid game. This really does need a couple, more than a few items to get his ball rolling. And the Power Rangers banning out the Weaver, so worried about that Weaver pickup as getting potential with Bounty Hunter and Weaver is pretty scary, I'd say. Bounty Hunter sneaks in and then Sakuchi in from the Weaver, and the Geminate attack with like a Death or something. That's just so much negative armor, absolutely insane, and wouldn't really promote a lot of survivability for Power Rangers. But as far as things go right now, we're just now looking towards their last pickup, about to hit into that bonus time, and again likely looking for that carry position hero. And it's gonna be the King of Bones. Not so bony anymore, but the Wraith King pickup for Virtus.Pro now. Not something you see every day. Commonly, actually, usually see him as a support even in the recent games I've actually seen him played. But Wraith King, the pickup for Virtus.Pro, again, gonna be played in the 1 position, it seems. Pocket draft, it seems, here for that. Wraith King, a hero that can really get involved pretty early in the game. Once he has level 6, he becomes much more survivable because of his reincarnation sort of spell. And he should have the mana pool for 2 stuns during the laning phase as well. So Virtus.Pro could get very aggressive on their safe lane, or maybe it could be an aggressive try at this point because the Abaddon, the Crystal Maiden, and all that kind of stuff is just absolutely insane. But it seems for Power Rangers, I was wrong about the Enigma. He's not in the woods. He may be in the off lane or just could spend time in the woods. I don't know, but Virtus.Pro again with the Wraith King and the Shadow Demon last pickup for Power Rangers. We'll see how these lanes pan out, but Virtus.Pro may look for a aggressive tri lane here with the Crystal Maiden, the Abaddon, and the Wraith King. Just gonna be a very stunny, like, gonna have lots of disable, gonna have lots of heals as well from the Abaddon. It's gonna be absolutely insane. I'm gonna have all that mana regen, of course, from the Crystal Maiden as well, so we'll see where they go. It just looks to get a lot of farm on the Wraith King, but who knows. But anyway, let's do player introductions now. We have G, of course, on the Alvor Devourer mid, and Smile gonna be on the offlane Bounty Hunter. No aggressive tri-lane, it seems. Illidan gonna be on the Wraith King. NS gonna be on the Crystal Maiden, and Jotum gonna be our Abaddon for this game. And in the meantime, we are heading straight to the Dire Woods. We're gonna have J4 on the Alchemist, FNG on the Shadow Demon, ZXC on the Enigma, CT gonna be on the Slark, and Moon gonna be on the Mirana. As they may run into NS here. NS could be in a bit of trouble, and indeed he is. Disruption up from FNG. Arrow gonna just actually hits, and J4 throwing at the stun. Easy first blood for PR here as the Shadow Demon Mirana combo showing to work out very well. So that's why they picked the Shadow Demon, it seems, just for that arrow combo. Even though they did have a hard stun the Alchemist. It wasn't a extremely good setup for the arrow, but definitely a decent one regardless of that. I know that. Not gonna get disrupted. May have been dead there had he been. Of course, a lot more tankier than the Crystal Maiden, so who knows. And we have a little harass on this bottom lane. It's gonna be Slack versus Bounty Hunter, it seems. And Smile gonna be forced to skill at Shadow Walk first, as he doesn't want to get blown up by CT here. He does have a haste. So it's actually going to be tri-lane versus tri-lane here. PR rather opting for the aggressive tri-lane, it seems. As they do have the pickup with the Shadow Demon Mirana combo and the Alchemist as well. Alchemist is a great tri-lane hero. Has the Acid Spray, which can really zone out the 3 enemy heroes on the opposite team. And of course, Shadow Demon Mirana as well have that setup sort of combo. And Illidan not going to be able to push in the lane this early and get any early CS. Last hits rather, and gonna be zoned out pretty hard as he does know FNG and J4 are likely up here. As NS and Jotum gonna be in the woods for the time being. Sentry'd up and not gonna be able to find the sentry. He's behind all the trees and just has no Quelling Blade to get to it. May pop a couple tangos to see if he can, but he's gonna find it now. So dewarding successful by him. As a small camp also warded up. But both sentries expended for them, and not going to be able to pull on this lane. Not going to be able to deny that tri lane any experience. Illidan now may be a little bit slow in this early game as far as Stark goes. But actually going to be an Enigma mid now for ZXC, so I'm going to see what he can do against the Alvor Devourer, as the Eidolons will help him last it, even though he's an intelligence-based hero. And Alchemist in the meantime gets a kill on top. Crystal Maiden going down again. I'm assuming disruption and stun expended from J4, so arrow as well from Ron, I bet, and indeed it is. So that combo showing its strength in this early portion of the game, and it's going down for a second time now. As I look away for the lane from 1 second, and someone dies. Anyway, let's take a look at that last hit chart. Of course, Smile versus Slark in this offlane. Smile gonna have to be more careful than Slark, because Slark has the Ascent Shift pretty early on here. Disruption, meantime, from the top, FNG gonna go on Jotum now. Gonna make it out alive, it seems out. Nope, stun from Alchemist, and gonna fall here. Illidan now in a bit of trouble as well. No mana for stuns and such, however, so gonna make it out alive. Did eat the arrow there for Jotum. Of course, still not making it out regardless, as the stun was thrown as well as the disruption. And just really got ulted pretty fast. Put the product shield on Illidan even because he was worried, or would rather have the carry not die than himself. Very selfless actions there by Jotum. I'm taking a look at the last hits actually. Looking at ZXC, he is actually defeating God in this mid lane. 11 to 9, and he also has 10 denies on top of all that from the Eidolons denying. It's just absolutely getting out of control. Enigma certainly faring well against this Audible Devourer in the mid lane. Does have 43 base damage on his right click, however, but of course the Eidolons gonna be helping him out. 28 damage on each of those. And Mirana, another high farmer, 16 last hits on her. Doing well, especially compared to the Skeleton King. Illidan now disrupted up, and stun gonna come out here from J4. J4 holding in for as long as he can, and gonna throw it now on Illidan. Illidan Starstorm from the Mirana, and gonna fall from that. And just 4 deaths. Oh, attributed really to this offlane. Very aggressive trying, really. And CT getting a kill on the bottom there, popping a dust, and easy kill for him with the pounce and the dust, of course. As he looks to leap and grab this bottom illusion rune. And now rotation mid from NS. NS could look for a kill here, maybe on the Enigma. But the islands could certainly do a lot of damage to him, as they are tearing apart G right now. So it wouldn't be the safest gank for this Crystal Maiden to make. It is now 5-0 in this laning stage as a rotation comes out from F-God and J4. Now J4 going to charge up the stun as OD actually goes in the Enigma, and the rotation from the back. And that's going to be the target of all the aggression here thus far, and now going to be blown up by the Enigma. Our Devourer in the meantime killing the Enigma in the crossfire, and G going to make it out here. Maybe if Product Shield popped on him from Jotum. A couple more right clicks may do him in though, and dodges one right click there from FNG, but certainly going to fall now. Drops the ult, but nothing there. Smile going to try and clean up now, however. And FNG going to fall. J4 may be in trouble here as well, if they can get any sort of slow on him. And Janata. Shuriken, not going to be enough just yet. And stun from Piranha hits Arrow, landing wonderfully there. And Smile now in a bit of trouble. Going to fall here as well, so Carnage in the mid lane right now. Jotum still alive, but very, very low indeed. So the Crystal Maiden going down, the Audible Devourer going down, now the Bounty Hunter going down in this mid lane, as well as the Enigma and the Shadow Demon on PR. So VP 8-2 now. Not in their favor in the slightest, as G teleports to the bottom lane to face up against the Slark, rather, and places a ward down. Could see some more aggression here on Enigma as NS rotating in with Smile. Jotum, of course, behind both of them, and NS going to throw a Frostbite out, hopefully. Yeah, indeed, ZXC now Frostbitten up. Mistcoil going to finish him off. Actually, when that's right, or Frost Nova from Maiden going to finish him off, and NS going to fall here from the Shadow Poison. So, PR 1-for-1 in the mid lane. Enigma for the Crystal Maiden. Certainly worth the trade, though, I'd say. Crystal Maiden at this point is essentially food, and the Enigma worth much, much, much more. As Illidan now trying to get some front here in this top lane. Going to be working straight towards the treads, most likely. As you really just want to stack strength in this hero. No need for anything else, really. Maybe a little bit of mana pool, but nah. Illidan throwing out a harassing stun as Smile rotating in. Now Moon tracked up, and Shuriken comes out, and one last right. Illidan finishes him off. So Illidan getting a return kill on this Mirana now. Mirana finally falling for the first time. And Illidan getting some space to farm now. Going stats and stun. No Vampiric Aura yet. No crit. Crit not, of course, useful until later portion of the game. And CT now going to pop double damage, going Smile. Smile going to be in a lot of trouble here. Stun from Illidan comes out, and Smile falls here. Now PR doing the Shadow Dance. Shadow Dance gonna kill the Crystal Maiden as well. Illidan, of course, has the ultimate, and not enough mana now. So should he die, he's gonna not make it at all. Pops the wand just to make sure he will reincarnate. CT now on the run, getting a double kill with that double damage rune. And now rotation from ZXC as well as J4. And now G also here. And stunning to go on G. Gonna stun him up. A Photic Shield popped on him. And PR ZXC whiffing the black hole there, cancels it instantly. And now rotation in from Smile as well. Illidan now. Gonna look for a stun here onto the Shadow Demon. And F-God falling very low. Hammer drop by Auto Devour. Gonna secure the kill there. Smile and G now. Double stun from J4. Illidan now. Gonna go on the chase. And Slark. Imprisoned. Gonna run away. But rotation back in now from PR. PR gonna go on Illidan with the ult down. He is certainly gonna be food here. A Photic Shield popped on him, however, and Abading actually going to finish off the Alchemist with the Photic Shield on the Wraith King, and Crystal Maiden killing the Slark in the meantime. Now, ZXC next in line. The Eidolon's going to try and finish off G in the meantime. And top lane, VP getting a very good trade there, I'd say. They killed the Slark, they killed the Enigma, and they also killed the Shadow Demon, I believe it was. But 11-8 is the score now. VP rebounding very well in this game, and Illidan, I believe, didn't die. Popped his altering that fight, but didn't die. No, DT did not die. So we have more teleports top from PR. Gonna look to push the top tower, it seems. No one up here from VP, so they're just trying to use out this lane ward as well as they can. They don't want to make it go to waste and just not do anything. CT now has an Invis rune, gonna find Illidan. Maybe going for Smile mid as he is the squishier target. And that mid tower also down, so I may have missed that, but I assume it was pushed down by the Enigma. As Eidolons do a lot of damage. And now rotation in from J4. Could look for a kill here on the Bounty Hunter once again. As the top tower goes down to Enigma. And Smile now. Gonna fall to CT. Just barely making out. Now J4 falling on the backlines to Illidan. Smile. Dark Pact going on him and still running away, making it away safely. And CT going to turn around here. Does not feel safe against that Skeleton King as well as the Bounty Hunter. It's needed to be mentioned that during these big fights that Bounty Hunter's been getting a lot of tracks off, so a lot of gold going in VP's favor. Certainly don't mind taking these fights in the slightest, and obviously gonna favor him regardless of the outcome. Even trades, maybe even like losing one more than the enemy team, they're a-okay with it at this point in the game, as the Bounty Hunter gold is just flowing. G now gonna work towards a 4-staff as CT gonna come on the bottom lane and not be able to get him. Of course, imprisoned up. And goal now about 2,000 PR Spirit. They do have quite the tower advantage though, 3-0. But a VP now bouncing back in experience after these recent fights. Nearly 1,500 in their favor after PR was nearly at 3,000. And now PR rotating towards the bottom lane. Gonna look for a fight here for sure. Virtus.Pro not gonna spot this with their ward, so they may be in a bit out of position as far as things go. Now, we're gonna have imprisoned up on John. John gonna be stunned upon by J4. Acid Spray comes out. FNG now gonna throw the Purge onto Smile. Smile now leapt upon, and no one falling just yet. FNG gonna be the first casualty of this fight as the Bounty Hunter throws the Shuriken to secure that kill. And J4 not gonna look to stun anyone here, gonna back off and end up stunning himself, it seems. And VP coming ahead in another fight. The Abaddon doing work in that fight with the Photic Shield and with the Mistcoil, allowing to keep his entire team alive. Really, the only person you got extremely, or dangerously low rather, was the Crystal Maiden, and that was because she is just a Crystal Maiden. She is not going to expect it, or not going to expect to live, really. At least in these fights. And now Smile. Dusted upon, and FNG, as well as Moon, going to get a kill here onto Smile. One that's right click from Mirana, or actually the Star Storm going to finish him off there. So Smile playing a little over aggressively, trying to get the kill Mirana there. Dusted up by F-God, and that is the end of him. And now Alchemist imprisoned up. Stun from Illidan going to come out, and J4 looks to be dead here. Imprisonment, or disruption rather, from FNG. Hammer dropped now by G. S4, or J4 rather, looking pretty dead, and indeed he is. Wraith King getting the last kill, or the last hit on him. Now CT gonna look for a kill, gonna start body blocking Jottam and company. And Illidan gonna be left upon here. Has his reincarnation though, so arrow I believe hit just before that imprisonment. Indeed it did. Illidan comes out there stunned. And that reincarnation from him. John pops the borrowed time. Illidan gonna go on ZXC now. A product shield on Illidan is nearly unkillable now with the amount of life he has. John now gonna be chased up by CT. Leapt upon, but not enough just yet. Moonhaver gonna fall in the meantime, and now CT gonna get a kill on the Abaddon. ZXC now black hole on 2, G, and NS in that black hole. Stun from Illidan gonna come out, cancel that, and gonna be cleaned up by the bounty hunter Shuriken. And now another imprisonment from the OD onto, I believe it was the Alchemist. And Alchemist now may be falling. It's getting mighty low, and Smile gonna be chased down by F-God, and J4 now gonna die a second time here in this prolonged fight in the bottom lane. And F-God also gonna fall. Now CT the only one alive at this point. Not gonna try and re-engage as this bottom lane fight just going on forever now. Absolutely insane here, the aggression from both teams. As Virtus.Pro really starting to get ahead with this constant fighting now. 13-15 is the kill score. Even with the gold advantage that PR has had with the 3 towers. Virtus.Pro gonna get a bottom tower here, and PR on the back foot now it seems. As Illidan just proving the strength of this Wraith King so far. With these team fights, he's resurrected both times, and really afterwards, VP have rolled all of PR over, essentially. And really just Abaddon playing really on point here, has 8 assists, and really, I see if there was a heroes healed stat that I could check up right now, I'm sure it'd be absolutely insane, as he's just done so much work in this portion of the game so far. These team fights just showing the strength of Abaddon, as really his team's been able to sustain very well. And now F-God and CT gonna look for a kill on it. John now purged up, and CT may look for a leap here. Indeed he does. John pops the Photic Shield and teleports away. Gonna make it out, as I believe Outward Devourer and Crystal ran away as well. What is this game's been so action-packed last hits wise. I mean, that's not even the chart you should be looking at. I should be looking at the kills and such. So Outward Devourer sitting on 5 kills, 1 death. Illidan 4 kills, 1 death. Slark 4 kills, 1 death. Rana 4 kills, 2 deaths. Smile being very involved with the tracks, 3 kills and 9 assists. However, he does have 4 deaths. Of course, that's Slark picking on him in this early portion of the game with the dust, and just preying on the fact that he doesn't have that much survivability. But Smile now building the bracer as well as an overclub to make sure he doesn't die as quickly now. But after all these fights, I'm sure if we take a look at the gold graph here, experience heavily in VP's favor, as they've been winning out on these fights, and gold now heavily in VP's favor as well. Still down 2 towers as well, so rather just 1 tower. Excuse me on that mistake, but VP just the trap gold showing its strength here. Really a good hero for this aggressive Russian scene, as there is constant fighting. We're nearly at 2 kills a minute, just a little bit under that, 2 kills short for this minute mark, and that's about it. They're building a Necro. That's certainly an interesting build. Here's probably to go for the push, but it's have the Vampiric Aura, which, mind you, applies to every unit in his radius, even the ranged heroes. Just everything is a % lifesteal. Absolutely insane. Another reason why he's usually picked up as a support hero, just because of his aura. It's like a free Better of Lads without the armor and damage amp, I guess, or damage bonus. Now Dust at F-God and J4. Gonna spot out Jottam here. Trying to get dusted, so. And now PR rotating into the woods. Not gonna find anyone, and gonna be under siege, under chase now by Virtus.Pro and company. And imprisonment up from the Outward Devourer, stun up from Illidan, Shuriken, Smile, and G gonna finish up the kill. G getting the last hit on the Alchemist now, so a failed smoke there, gank for PR, turned around very quickly by VP. Just having the right players there and right at the right time. As the push now comes up on the mid lane with Illidan and his Necro, of course. Mana and strength, really what he wants, and that's what a Necro gives you, as well as these 6 summons, of course. So mana burn gonna go onto the Shadow Demon there. And Virtus.Pro gonna back off. Are gonna really be fearing the Enigma Black Hole at this point. Enigma, no blink yet, has the mechanism and a soul ring. Working likely towards that blink, so PR can get a great initiation. As black hole into like the alchemist stun would be absolutely disgusting. A long amount of chain stun. CT sitting on actually 2200 gold at this point in the game. No big item up on him yet, but well, we'll see what he builds into soon. Now Pierre gonna go on this Roshan J4 with his medallion. Of course, negative armor. That's the strat to kill Roshan this early on, and the Alchemist gonna be able to take him up as well with the Chemical Rage. But Virtus.Pro not happy with this engagement now, and it's gonna pop the ultimate, and Aegis on the ground. Moonhaver gonna pick it up, and now Illidan gonna be the focus progression right now. It does have his ultimate, of course. Now CT, however, gonna kill Ennis on the backlines maybe. No, imprisonment up from the OD. Now the Skeleton King all by lonesome in middle of 5 Virtus or PR heroes. Still gonna fly out in the select, but dodged by CT, so well done by him there. And mana burns coming out onto CT. CT running out of mana very quickly from these Necker units. And disengage from either side, so Mirana gonna pick up that Aegis as she works towards a BKB, and now Virtus.Pro gonna push out in the mid lane. And they're gonna hit on nobody, just shot him and smile, and Illidan all juking that arrow. It's actually going to be working towards the BKB rather than the Blink. I figure that's a better choice. But, you know, Blink always nice to have. They'll probably get it after the BKB, I would assume. So now both sides going are really just Virtus.Pro going back to farm up as PR is chilling in the mid lane. CT now sitting on nearly 2800 gold. Not sure what he's building just yet. Orchid, Shadowblade, very popular first times for the Slark, of course. But no indication what he's working towards yet. And mid lane we have Moon as well as ZXC. Gonna look maybe for a kill here on Illidan. However, Moon dodging the stun. That's 2 stuns dodged in a row now for Illidan. Not getting lucky here, and Moon gonna look for an arrow most likely on Illidan. If he can, FNG in pursuit now as well. Stun coverage from Illidan, however, and PR just gonna disengage here as well as Virtus.Pro. So we have NS as well as Smile on the bottom lane, gonna push the bottom tower in. And now Virtus.Pro do know they're down here, so CT gonna rotate in, and it's gonna try and teleport out, and barely makes it out. Smile also down here as well. No aggression from CT on him, however. Was probably baiting to see if he come back in lane, but has no true sight as of right now. And CT gonna pick up that Shadowblade, so Shadowblade opted over the Orchid, and Illidan now gonna be stunned up. Arrows, Starstorm, and force staffed away by his teammates. Gonna make it out of there alive. Product Shield, of course, Miscoil, keeping him alive for the time being, and yeah. And getting lots of points in those stats for Illidan. It's really just trying to beef up that mana pool, I would assume, as he really wants it for more stuns and have the chance to make sure his reincarnation's up. And now Moon gonna go on Smile here. Smile, Starstorm falls on him, double strikes, and Smile gonna get healed up with the Miscoil. And now Moon stunned up from Illidan. Illidan gonna go on Moon here as he is dusted up, and stun coming out from J4. But however, Illidan throws one more stun on the Moon and falls Aegis. Now pop CT, however, on the backlines. NS getting very low now. Black hole to 2 is ZXCG and Smile caught in this. NS walks back in and dies to the Slark. Slark now getting a double kill on the Bounty Hunter as well. And Illidan now has the ultimate up just now. Hammer dropped by OD. Not going to get a kill on anybody. As Illidan now going to look to see if he can turn anything around, but nothing yet. CT getting very, very low now. And ultra up by NS and Enigma finishing off the Wraith King. Mirana now killing the Crystal Maiden, and Jotum, the last survivor, did pop the borrow time, has the product shield up, and going to make it alive indeed. So VP losing 4 there just for the Aegis of PR. Well, executed team fight by PR there. Got a decent black hole. Slark focused down many of the supports first, and really just allowed for total domination of the team fight. Not to mention J4 being able to just live throughout the entire thing with his Chemical Rage. So PR getting a near team wipe there. So I think the Crystal Maiden may have bought back, but yeah, indeed she did. So Crystal Maiden bought back, ran in, and popped the ultimate. To no avail, however, as she did die a second time and get no kills in return. Now BKB up on the Enigma. And so we're going to start seeing a very close game. As a gold now back in PR's favor, as they did get the top tower. And experience also in PR's favor now, bouncing back after that team wipe nearly. And you can take these team fights if you're VP, but you gotta get at least 1 or 2 kills with the track goal to make it worth. Even if you're gonna lose like 4 like that, but no good on their ends. And just gonna do some team woods farming now. Illidan, Necro 2 on him. Probably gonna get finish Necro 3 and then maybe look towards another item. Certainly a lot of choices. I know that Heaven's Halberd's a good item to have on a lot of heroes. Certainly can help disable that Slark as well as Miranda if she gets any right-click items later on. And in the meantime, PR is going to be farming up these Ancients slowly. And Necro 3 now on Illidan, so could look for the push now at a VP. Does have 2 points in the Vampiric Aura now. So those team fights are going to get stronger and stronger for them, as everyone on their team near Skeleton King will have the lifesteal. Meantime, on the top lane, Virtus.Pro going to start the push, and PR sitting behind the tower. No Slark, no Mirana just yet. Likely going to wait to teleport in for this fight, as Illidan starts chipping away at the tower, hitting it with this big sword. As Slark now rotating in, has a double damage and a regen bottle, but Virtus.Pro is going to take tower and back off here. No reaction to PR as Mirana and CT getting there much too late to take a fight. And now with G on the bottom lane farming up. Not going to see too much aggression, but CT actually going to look for a kill here. However, going to be spotted out by Jotum here. Second Sentry drop now. CT in a bit of trouble and just blown up by the Bounty Hunter. And just everyone in his entire team. Gem dropped. Not picked up. Jotum should pick that up. Yeah, indeed he is. And stun now onto F-God. F-God going to fall here, as he was tracked up as well. And now J4 being chased down. True Sight from the Necro Unions, as well as the Bounty Hunter track. J4 slowly falling. Chemical Rage keeping alive just that much longer. And 3 kills in this mangled team fight top for PR, or for VP. As PR loses 3. And the push now going to come out in the mid tower. As Virtus.Pro feeling comfortable after that, after them 3 kills. And John again with the gem that he picked up from Slark as well. So really going to start being able to shut down the Mirana ult, which has really proved to be a big problem for them as far as initiation goes on them. Really allows VP to get it, or PR to get a good position on them. Is Illidan going to defend this top tower as the rest of VP. Gonna just meander around in the woods for the time being. Likely gonna rotate bottom, see if they get a kill on the Enigma here, but he's gonna teleport out, so the push in the bottom lane could come for all I know. Yeah, let's do check out items now, as both teams not too aggressive on each other right now. Moon with the BKB, 60 BKB as well. Working towards the blink now, 1300 gold, I would assume, still working towards the blink. Is F-God, I assume, working towards a 4-staff. PR, CT working towards the BKB now as well, has the Aura Club and nearly a Mithril Hammer. Has the Mithril Hammer now, and just needs a recipe. Dire fortifying the mid. They don't want to go with this mid tower just yet, but gonna go down. No heroes here for VP, just the Abaddon and the Crystal Maid, and they can't really take a team fight by themselves. Smile has a BKB as well, working towards an Orchid now, I would assume. Although now with the Vlads on top of the Vampiric Aura, I'm not sure if they stack. But if they do, max Aura plus the Vlads would be 46% lifesteal, which would be absolutely disgusting. I could only imagine if that works. As G can try and chase down CT here, but CT gonna get away unscathed. And Crystal Maid now with the mechanism. G finishing up the Scythe device now, so really could start to look to take team fights. As that hex. Very, very strong. Jotum with nothing much more than an urn, and last one is Smile, of course. Actually, we already looked over him and is working towards the Orchid, of course. So Smoke gonna come up here from Virtus.Pro, and they may like just push mid and see if they get a kill. Gonna find a ward now. So that Smoke actually caught out. So they know, yeah, FNG knows they smoked up, and actually just gonna come mid. Smoke still up on 3, however. Now, Moon. Smoked up as well, so PR now smoking up themselves. Smug gonna find himself a double damage, and PR may run to Virtus.Pro here. We're gonna start backing off, it seems. There's another ward gonna be spotted out here by Jotum. Actually, where did that gem go? Is it on Illidan? No, someone else took it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Who has the gem? Oh, it's on OD. I saw that earlier. I just wasn't sure. And now PR coming towards the bottom lane as they do spot both Jotum and the Bounty Hunter. And now, and that's going to be a target of aggression here first. And arrow hitting as well as Elite from CT. However, still alive. Actually now just falls from the last purge of Shadow Demon. And now Track's going to go out onto PR as the run ult is popped. OD, of course, does have the gem, so he has to wait for him to be in the fight. And now Jotum now taking damage from CT. CT going to be imprisoned up, and Illidan going to be caught in these bottom woods. Arrow on him, stun from J4 as well, and now ZXC popping the BKB, nothing just yet from him, has the blink as well. Illidan's still alive, actually. Just being able to lifesteal through all of this. Now Moon going to go down from the hammer, as well as one last right click from the Wraith King, and now the slide going down as well. So 2 for 1 right now for PR, as the Alchemist is imprisoned up, and J4 going to go down as well. I really want to believe that the lifesteal is at 46%, as Illidan just able to survive 5 heroes there before not even falling, as Smile not chasing up F-God. F-God gonna fall from one last Janata, and ZXC, no true sight for him, so Smile gonna get away just barely. But yeah, and again, that lifesteal is applied to all heroes in that radius. But again, I do not know if these orders stack, and if they do, that's nearly unbelievable. That much lifesteal without Satanic or something is just so good. Like, Illidan doesn't even want a BKB, dude. Doesn't need it. He wants the aggression on him. He just heal right back up with the right clicks. You know, even if he does die, he has the second life. He's just such a good hero. Jeez, just the sustainability Virtus.Pro has now with the Vampiric Aura, with the Vlads, with the heals from Jotum as they go into Roshan now. I'm really feeling that's max lifesteal, to be honest. Just look at all this. Ah, it's just insane how much lifesteal it is. Ugh, I don't know, I just really like seeing Wraith King, to be honest, and seeing him work out this well with all his lifesteal is just an absolute sight to see. And now Virtus.Pro coming in, Illidan charging straight in, does not care in the slightest, as he does force that forward and throws the stun on the Moon. Moon not dodging that stun, so gonna be hexed up now by GG. Look for a kill here on Moon. Moon falling now. ZXC gonna pop the black hole onto 2. G and Illidan in a bit of trouble, but not falling too quickly at all. And Nenes now getting very low, but J4 gonna die just before him, and GG now actually coming up from PR as they're about to lose ZXC. Slack also falling somewhere in there, and buyback by Marana not gonna be enough. So Virtus.Pro taking this game on in a astounding fashion with the Wraith King. And yeah, so VP 1-0 over PR in this best of 3 series in the winners match of the group stage in CIS Carnage 2014. It's quite the mouthful, but this has been Frouwo. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, like, share, subscribe, all that neat stuff. Spread the word. If you did enjoy it, I always appreciate constructive criticism. You can contact me via Twitch, via Twitter, via YouTube, and I will respond to those mediums and try and work on the things you told me to work on, of course. But again, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in game 2. But in the meantime, of course, have a nice day, and I will see you guys later.